Sandy Pandya, congratulations on your CIMA Industry Leadership Award. Very well deserved. You're such a trailblazer and an important fixture in the Canadian music business. Many thanks and congratulations.
My sister and I, Dr. Gogo, started a little cafe called Cafe Gogo. She was the cook. She made these incredible curries. We slapped up tie-dyed curtains, put up candles, and started this cafe. And it was going to incorporate like art, visual art, poetry, dub poetry, music. We started this place, it was lined up, made crazy, crazy money. It was, you know, if you were someone famous and you played in the city, you came and played at my place afterwards. We started to take our thing to the university where we promoted big shows. Lots of times we didn't have the money. Love and Rockets, we don't have money. I'm phoning everybody, you got money to give me to pay this band? You got money? Meanwhile, they're sitting and eating chapatis at my mom and dad's house. And through that, I met Steve Macklem, who worked with Colin James and Kitty Lang at the time, and also Keith Porteous and Alan Moy, who worked with Bolero Lau and 5440, all bands I'd promoted lots in my cafe or at the university or whatever, and they offered me my first jobs in the industry, and so it was totally by chance. Meeting Natalie Merchant, for me, we promoted a series of shows for 7 days with the 10,000 Maniacs, and seeing this fierce and independent, beautiful, bold woman just own it. She owned it in the posse of all these men. And just to be around all these women, Lily Allen, a dub poet, certainly those women really, really inspired and shaped how I went forward, no question. I tried to get a folk musician to basically open up this club that we were going to do. He wanted money, a lot of money, and we couldn't really do that. I tried to come up with the money. I remember being heartbroken that I couldn't come up with it. The one thing I learned from that experience, which I still carry with me to this day, is if somebody says no to you, ask them the question differently. Ask it and ask it again and again till you get the answer you want, which is yes. And said musician did come and play my club for free 6 months later, but I could have asked that question a different way. And to this day, if I get a no, I'm asking it a different way till you give me a yes.
Congratulations to my colleague and more importantly my friend Sandy Pandya for receiving this year's Brian Chater Industry Builder Award. And that's exactly what she is, a builder. She makes those around her better. She doesn't understand the word no. She doesn't accept the word no. She most likely doesn't hear the word no. Before you've seen her, before you've heard her, you know she's there. It's that balance of energy, instinct, and follow-through that makes her one of the finest managers in Canada. Much love, best to you.
I happened to be in a position where I had multiple labels vying for my artist, for Serena. So I was like, look, I want to make a deal with you. In addition to whatever we've got, this. I think what would be fair is if you guys gave us some shares, some equity here. Anyway, I'd gone through the whole chain. Next, the last person to change my mind was Edgar Bronfman. He said, okay, well, I don't want to set a precedent. What do I say to Kid Rock's management? And I said, Edgar, with all due respect, I'm not Kid Rock's manager. I wouldn't mind some of his dosh, but I'm not his manager. I'm Serena Ryder's manager, and I asked for this. Warner's now does that with all their artists, which is brilliant. Now, no one's credited me with that or anything, but I do know I was the first person to ask for it. I really think blockchain technology is going to revolutionize our industry yet again. It'll be the next kind of platform. And personally, I'm super excited about digital collectibles. Really, you know, back in the day, you would have 50 artists, and these are one of 50. Picasso said, whatever, these are one of 50. We're going to be able to do that in the music industry. And so I think it's limitless.
Sandy is unique, considerate, generous, genuine, fun, and loving. If perchance I were to inherit a tropical island but I could only take a few people with me, unequivocally, Sandy would be one of them. Even though she would probably wheel and deal and bullshit me out of the best beach. Sandy, congratulations. I love you. You're the best.
Congratulations, Sandy, on this award. We just love you so much. We love how hardworking you are as a beautiful, strong woman in the music industry. It's so inspiring to see you just killing it and just cheering on artists no matter where they're from.
You really champion people and go out of your way, even if you don't have to help people out. So you deserve all the recognition that you're getting. We love you.
We love you! Mwah!
Hey Sandy, congratulations on your Brian Shader Leadership Award. Yes! Well deserved. You're the best womager or manager in the world. After 20 years of knowing you, your character is still 100, and you've navigated your way through this business with absolute grace.
Certainly the industry is more colorful than it's ever been. 100%, I'm not the only brown person in the room anymore. And the artists always fought for that change. It's always been the independents fighting for the change. We need to really advocate for women to be in positions where they are sitting at the table, where they then have a voice and a say, and a real say. Combined with that, we have CanCon regulations in this country, which is a wonderful thing, but particularly Canadian artists are played when the audience is not at the maximum. We need to get our artists played in the biggest time slots for it to make an impact. We're talking about audience numbers. And whether it's been Jason Plum from the Waltons, Ron from the Lowest of the Low, Tegan and Sarah, incredible women, incredible artists, Julie Black, Hoxley Workman, oh my gosh, like incredible voices, Hayden, Serena. I think the voice and the song. You know, I had a little bit of a dab in the urban world with Julie Black, but now I'm working with Doc, and one of my best stories recently about that is, the Pray For Me track for the Black Panther. That's the most amazing thing about my job, is that I get to learn, and here I am. But what I do know is the business, and I could do the business. I cut that deal, and it was so exhilarating to be witness in that moment to that kind of something that changes the cultural landscape entirely in the world.
It's all prophecy, and if I gotta be sacrificed by the greater good, then that's what it gotta be. Pray for me. Take my pain from me.
The revolution will be live.
With Serena, I literally was driving with Hoxley Workman. I had to say to Hoxley, you gotta pull over. She was all of 18 at the time, but I remember being absolutely floored by this voice. Dead stop in my, right there and then. Like that, like she is one of the greatest voices of our generation. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Hi Sandy, I am so proud of you. Congratulations for winning this Brian Shader Leadership Award. I mean, we've been working together for, 17, 27, 35 billion years. Feels like a lifetime, and ever since I met you, you've been one of the most amazing, magical, fantastic, inspiring people I've ever known. And I'm so proud that you are my manager, my woman-manager, and I'm so proud of you for winning this award. You deserve it so much, and I love you. Have a great night.
We're in the creative industry, and I think empathy and compassion and being able to understand what drives people, what fuels their desires is fundamental.